And we're live. Hello.
Long time no see.
Welcome to the special episode of Productivity and Procrastination. This is episode 16, where we look back, consider mate, and
I
think
can't see
about.
you.
You can't see. Have you checked the
Maybe not. There we are.
perfect?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hmm. Hmm. I see two me's.
You see two U's?
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sharing the wrong stream. Hold on.
Welcome to episode 15. Season
16.
2. 16.
Season
16, of course.
2. 16. And one half. Ooh, should we call this episode 15 and a quarter?
Yeah.
15 and a half. No.
Okay.
Or should it be 16? I don't know.
No, it's 16. Definitely needs it.
16.
Well, let's see how long it is for.
Yes. So, we are going to do a thing where we... Shit, we should have set this up beforehand where we could watch the video and both of us be there.
Well, let's just think for a second. It's the new year, Joe. Except it's not. You've time traveled back into the past
Ah,
or the future.
I'm
Whatever.
in the future.
And you're looking at yourself now
I'm pretty impressed.
and you're evaluating yourself. Let's do it. Or giving yourself wisdom. What are you doing with your time travel machine, Joe?
I don't want a time travel machine. That's a lot of responsibility.
Dang, I want one. I don't know
then you have
what
all
I'd
these-
do.
Well, there's all
Should I
these
go into the
social
future or should I go in the
responsibilities.
past?
You have to go to the past, and you have to
Tell
kill
yourself
Hitler.
something? Yeah, I just watched that episode of 12 Monkeys.
I have not seen that, but
Oh.
that's something you have to do, though. And then you have to invest in Bitcoin. When it's like $1 for a Bitcoin.
And then when you go visit yourself, after you've informed them of those types of things, what do you tell them about
You're
tell
welcome.
yourself about?
Just tell myself you're welcome.
Well, okay, well that's really insightful, Joe. How does this affect you with your art?
I don't know what you're wanting from me.
All right, fine. I'll do myself here. All right. So it's like quarter one is done of
Should
the
we-
year.
Yeah.
You
I don't
know,
remember what my goals were. We need to watch the video. We need to have the video playing. Should we pause
well,
it?
you need to pause the video.
Okay, burb. And we're back again. Look, we got the video. Everyone's very impressed. Look how the mastery that is just Schmo Productions. Or not Schmo Productions. What are we? Productivity and procrastination. The magic that is productivity and procrastination. We're just incredible. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna listen to our New Year's episode, which happens to be we're doing a deep dive, or not deep dive, but we're gonna watch it and see our goals and see how we're doing, and basically a realigning of our goals. All right, here we go. We are live.
We are live.
Hello.
Hello.
And so I'm hearing it through your headset or through your microphone.
Go for it now.
Okay. Thank you for listening to Productivity and Procrastination. I'm Joe.
I'm James.
Gosh, where's your glasses?
And we're just a couple of procrastinators looking to
Let me get them out.
We are
You're
currently
so
on
good with
episode-
glasses.
Who knows? Oh, wait, no. Season 2.
Whoa, we
episode
do
1.
know. Season 2.
2.
Episode
Whoa.
1.
Wacky.
Look at that. And happy New Year to everyone. And you, Joe.
You too, James. We're recording this on New Year's.
Yes.
New Year's Day.
But,
And if you're listening to it the next day, well, happy Tuesday.
how about
God, I'm
a
so funny.
quarter later? So,
Oh, yeah. How
yeah,
is
so
your...
it's
been 2 weeks since we've got
Yeah.
together.
it has.
How's it been? How was your Christmas?
Christmas was good. Ever since then, it's gone downhill. But
Oh no.
yeah, been a little bit of a roller coaster around here.
Oh, how
It gets better. Don't worry, past me. Oh, my dad had some problems. I took him into the emergency room, and then
He'll live.
in the hospital from what the surgeon said was the most destroyed gallbladder he's ever seen in any human. So they had to do some emergency stuff with him, and then during this process, while my dad's in the hospital, my wife went to her appointment.
You had a rough start of the year.
Everything was fine, and then like
It did.
the next hour, we get a call saying, "Oh no, actually, we're gonna do open heart surgery within 3 weeks
She'll live too.
Oh,
to repair
jeez.
to repair some stuff." So, and one of them's like ultra rare.
Oh,
So
jeez.
it's like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's been a little bit
When it
little
rains,
bit
it
of a-
pours, apparently.
yeah, it has been a little bit of that, but I've been dealing with it, and you know, moving
Suck
on
it up.
each day.
Yeah, grit your teeth.
How about you?
Christmas is fine.
Christmas is not fine.
Really done a whole lot other than I've been doing some drawing. I haven't been completely keeping up with my drawing daily posting it, but I have been doing a pretty good job.
The new year, you can put that in now, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think a part of it is learning that I obviously want to do it every day, right? I want to be posting every single day, but the issue with that is like I get this pressure to do it every single day, and if I don't, then I stop completely. And I want to transition from that to the objective is to do it every day, and if I don't, that's okay, just keep going. Versus, because if I stop, it feels like I should just stop altogether, but no, that's not what I want.
Mm.
It's about changing my mindset from you don't have to be perfect, you just have to try.
Yeah, I mean, we've all seen I've taken a photo of myself for 365 days in a row, and you know, it's like we get stuck on the whole perfection thing of it. Oh, it's like, oh, they succeeded in that, therefore, you know, I have to succeed or it's pointless. I think we need to get away from that and and just do exactly what you're saying. Just get back on the ride there.
Yep. It's not about being perfect. It's about putting in the effort.
Yeah, I haven't done a lot.
I don't blame you. My goodness.
I've been spending a lot of time with family, trying to help people with various fears and
Mm-hmm.
things. My mom, my wife, and just spending a lot of time with people, helping.
Yeah.
I think. And there's those times when you're gonna have that, but my mind is on the future. This is the day of people to think about that, and I'm not defeated, and I have a wellspring of hope for the future, and I need to push forward and decide how I want this year to be.
Yep.
Just like everybody.
Yeah. I mean, if we look at our last year compared to this one, I mean, you guys probably just listened to our review of the year, and man, that was a good video.
Yeah, and when I compare the beginning of last season to right now, a lot of questions have been answered. A lot of the questions that we had when we began about ourselves, there's not the same blurry vision as there was in the beginning, because we didn't know, were we going to continue, how were we going to change, all the questions of the very basics of getting something done has been now brought to light with some actual data.
Yeah.
So what does the data point to you, and where do you want to we just talked about not being perfect, but where would you like to push yourself in this new year?
I'd like to push myself as far as a few different things. I want to be supplementing my income in some way. I want to really hone in some skills that I'm missing in my art. I'd like to put together a portfolio, or at least a bunch of pieces that I could be proud of. I want to do some paintings that I can sell as one-offs. That sounds fun for me. And yeah, those are my short to long-term goals this year. Is really hone in on some things that I'm missing. Really dive into the more complex ideas. I feel like I have a decent base, but I need to dive into the more complex ideas and copy a lot of things that I think are really cool and implement them.
All right, it's a good time to talk about my goals for the year. Okay, so supplementing my income, still need to work on that. I started, but I need to add more to the list of stuff I'm selling. Speaking of which, if you want a copy or a print, I don't know, is this against the rules, James? I feel it's on brand.
I don't know. Let's go ahead.
Okay. I meant our rules. If you want a copy or a print of the pancake first page, I have it for sale on my Etsy, which you can find by searching Schmo Emporium. That's the name of it.
You gonna have the link in there
And there
or
will be
what?
a link in the doobly doo, where I've actually put up stuff, and I have a cup in there too that I love. Um, and but yeah, I've started that, and this was before I got the very sage advice to be working on projects rather than skills, because you'll develop skills along the way while creating, and I think that's more important than like creating and learning skills through creating. I think is going to be more beneficial in the long term. So I think I'm on a good track as far as that goes. I feel like what I've done so far has been leading up to this, and that's good. I'm not doing as crappy as I thought I was gonna be. I wasn't. I'm glad we listened to this because I don't feel like I've veered off course. I feel like I'm on course still. Questions, comments,
Has any of
concerns?
the what were your other? Did you address every single thing that was on there?
Yeah, so there was supplementing my income, which we're doing with the Etsy. Then there's the working on skills that I'm missing, like more complex ideas, which that's going to come with the illustrations and working on those. I'm going to be building the skills while creating those, is essentially what I'm going to be doing. I can't promise they're going to be good illustrations, but they're going to be illustrations that I've created, and I'm going to learn from them. So,
Did
there
you
we
also
go.
say something about
Oh yeah, painting.
paintings?
That I have not done. That's harder. That's something I have not done. Frick.
Do you still want to
Like
do that?
I do. The hard thing for me is it's like I need to sit down and do research on painting or just explore maybe. I think I'm going to be having more fun if I just explore. I think maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to have a paint day with somebody. Invite somebody over and just have a paint day where we paint. I need a better easel. My easel kind of sucks. I need to go to yard sales, but I don't like yard sales because people. Maybe I just need to order an easel? I don't know. Easel is my current hang up. But yeah. So yeah, I have not been doing a painting, which I should be because it's fun and I like it.
Okay. Well, don't let the easel be an excuse not to try.
Yeah, and it probably is.
Any other like thoughts you have on yourself?
Um, it feels like I've taken a step back this year from last year. Like I've slowed down on like production as far as like actually drawing every day and that type of stuff. I feel like I'm drawing less, and I'm hoping that like getting back in the swing of things, like drawing every day and making sure that's a priority for me is going to help me swing back the other way.
Do you think that that has anything to do with your new environment? Do you think that has to do with more of
Yeah,
like,
I feel like um I think an environment is a big part of it. I feel a lot of pressure. And it's just something I have to work through, figure out. But
so that pressure, how are you taking that pressure away? Are you playing with friends? Are you going out and doing something? How do you take away that pressure? Because I don't see you very much working on your craft while you are, I'm assuming the pressure is creating stress or what?
Um, I don't know. It's hard to dive into the feelings, but there is a feeling of I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's like
Well, if you don't know how to describe it, how are you taking it away? What are you replacing it? Like, what are you spending your time on that you think is related to it? What are you choosing to do?
so um it's I don't know, maybe more avoiding my situation versus focusing on it head on. I think is more probably what I'm doing. Maybe it's easier just to get lost in the moment rather than thinking about the long term.
Do you think that the knowledge of that can help you course correct a little bit?
Yeah, it can. I have to figure out I have to sit down and figure out what I can do differently. And it's not like I'm not making strides towards it. It's just it's it's a complex problem.
Well, from the third person perspective, um, it's it could be what's holding you back, not focusing directly at it right now. Like you have the opportunity to, and maybe it has something to do with, the goals. Maybe you can add like some short term goal that can help. Um, and the painting thing jumps to mind. I'm like, maybe maybe there's something you could add that can help kind of like bridge the gap between the way you're feeling and your long-term goals. I don't
Mhm.
know, because
Yeah.
ultimately it does seem like you're a little bit more, you know, um, maybe down a little bit about, progress and all that. But I think that could change um, with just a look at it and maybe maybe you need to take a minute and think about that for a moment. And we can pause the video.
No, it's fine. Um
But it does seem like that over the course of the quarter, you are more at ease with doing less. And so, the question does kind of linger on. Are you just using that as avoidance, but you're not paying attention to the you're not solving the root problem.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
One thing that jumps out to me when I kind of have observed you over time is that um, you're very social, and you feed off of that. Maybe there's something you can do with either the painting, like more in a more social kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's like a, Twitch group or some kind of group thing that I don't know about that that maybe you can do with your art at the same time to have that aspect and at the same time work on your craft. Maybe that could help in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think there is something there because I did enjoy doing. I could start streaming um, my painting and stuff because I really did enjoy that.
Yeah, that could help out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if you made that something that you did each week, it could help get you motivated too to continue.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'd feel productive. Ooh, and it also could theoretically fix another issue. So, yeah, maybe I should start streaming my art again because I did really
Awesome.
enjoy doing that.
Yeah, and there was a twinge of excitement and
Yeah.
in your voice there. That's kind of nice to hear.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Cool. Cool.
Nice. Good call outs, James. Good call outs indeed. Because, yeah, I would like to start streaming. I've been thinking about streaming a lot actually recently. And streaming art would be perfect because I would be getting art practice in um, and I would be perhaps supplementing my income, which I think is the biggest issue for me right now because, like, I make barely enough to survive, but with like expenses, I'm just like slowly sinking. So it's like I need to pull myself out of there. So if it's like, like another, that's like the biggest pressure for me right now is that. And it's like I need to either get another job on top of the one I currently have, which means, less time. And then, or supplement my income in another way. So, but yeah, I
Well,
know I used to
cool.
make a little bit of money from Twitch. And so if that happens, cool. If not, at least I'm practicing my art and being social about it.
Yeah, let me know if when you get it set up. If
Yeah.
I'm available to watch, I will.
Sounds good, dude. All right. Well, shall we continue into our goals deep dive?
Sure.
What about you, James?
Yeah, James. What about you?
Well, really lately, I've wanted to kind of just implement more the lifestyle that I want to have creatively. Um, so basically, I want to feel like I've jumped into that next phase. I've had little glimpses of how I want my life to be. Um, I've had days that are much better than others, and what I'd like to do is just jump into it in a fashion that feels like I'm not just dabbling anymore. More like I'm entering in the wading pool, so to speak, and just kind of immersing myself in the lifestyle in a more concrete way. Less ups and downs and more smooth transition. You know, I definitely have been given a lot of thoughts on the finiteness, you know, of life, you know, the shortness of it, the, you know,
Well, he begins some
seen,
recent reminders.
yeah, a lot of reminders. So you look at yourself internally and you process it all relative to yourself as well, and there, you never know when you're healthy one day and when you're not the next. You never know when that's going to occur. So I would like to do what I can right now. I'd like to make the decision to just jump in, and I don't care if I'm not great, you know, right this moment. If what I have isn't what I would deem as perfect by even my own standards, but I'd like to complete a few things and just get my feet wet and not have the fear, you know, fear of putting out something perfect or the fear of timing or any of that just stop me in any way. I just want to get some stuff done and find a way to put it out, and maybe that would supplement that kind of thing, you know, you just talked about. That's kind of where I want to go this year. I would like to have 2024 be the year where I've produced a product and I've put it out. That's what I'm.
I feel
really
like
trying
that's what I'd like to.
Well, James, I see you writing away. What have you pulled from this?
Well, I pulled that I should feel pretty good about myself. I mean, I did have a rough beginning of the year,
Yeah, you did.
and I managed to, though I don't think I have really jumped into the next phase, and I still feel like I'm in that dabbling phase. I do want to immerse myself in the lifestyle, like I was speaking about. I still think I have yet to do that, but I do think that I have approached things with a no fear attitude, and I am on the road to pushing myself to put something out, a product, by the end of the year. Forcing myself over the last few weeks to make iterations on putting out that first product. So I feel good about that aspect, but I do need the experience in the immersion to get out of the dabbling phase. I'm still in that. But I do feel like I'm on track to get out a product this year. And if I don't, I feel like it'll be close, you know, and I'm not going to like go, oh no, I didn't do it. Well, if I put it out the first quarter of next year, fine,
Right.
you know, but I'm on track for trying to make improvements as I go along And so I have to say I feel pretty good, and I like the fact that I listened to this because the dabbling thing does put a picture on it for me. It's like getting myself into that wading pool. But right now, I feel like I just put a foot in here and there, maybe lean on the side. I don't really like jump in and like stay in the low water for a while. I feel like I have yet to do that as a writer. I want to do that.
Okay, nice. So what kind of steps are you taking to get out of that and move into the next phase?
That would be writing more frequently and getting the as much of a daily write. I will take my day off. My perfection would be having one day for family, fun, games, and then the rest is I'm putting out some work. So we'll see how it goes. I need to do that because right now it's like, oh, maybe once a month I've done something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to change that. So right now my pattern would be maybe once a month. Well, by halfway in the year, if that pattern is drastically changed, so that it's greater than once a maybe month or two, I'll feel pretty good. I'm not going to put like a extreme thing on that, but like perfection, 6 days a week, must write. No, I want to have changed the pattern. I want to feel like I'm in the wading pool now.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Alrighty. I mean, we've talked about our goals. Do we want to keep going?
I don't know. Do you think we're gonna, glean anything?
I don't know. I feel like we've realigned and realized like where we want to go.
Yeah.
I think too much would muddy it. Honestly, I think we're in a place where we
agree.
have clear lines of sight where we're headed.
Yeah, and if anybody's interested, they can watch the
rest of it.
The rest of it on
YouTube, and or listen to it on Spotify.
What's the episode will be season 2, episode 1.
Yeah.
So if you're interested,
yeah,
go to that.
Go to that.
So, optimism. I mean, I can hear it in your voice.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited to start streaming again. I like streaming. Do some art streams. That'll be fun. Just put on some music and just, get my stream on. Should be fun.
And I feel like I've gained a little bit of happiness. Maybe some of that emotion that you're always, pushing me towards. I feel like
feelings and emotions.
Feelings. I feel like I have and that I shouldn't be so hard on myself right now. I can allow myself to to be a little happy with the way things are going, and to maybe ease up just a little bit in my mind, relax a little bit.
Do you see that cool transition?
Oh yeah.
You want to see it again? So
Definitely.
cool. Alrighty, well then, thank you for watching / listening.
Well, before we do that,
Mm-hmm.
take a look, and I'm talking to, the listeners here, it's good to write down some of these goals like at the beginning of the year, or, be it today, write some of these goals down to look at them periodically. It, it was a good choice. A realignment a little bit was a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So write down your thoughts. If you have your big dream, write down the way what your goals are, and then make a time to look back, and you might find something to help you if things are going a little harder at some point. I'll have to say that I do feel better about myself after this, and I do have optimism for the future.
That's awesome. I'm excited that I've come up with a potential solution to a few different problems. Well, you helped me come up with it. The streaming ideas. That's good. It's really good. Because I already talked about like those streams we used to do on Tuesday nights. Those were so good for productivity, and that's just, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Well, thank you for listening to this.
Yeah, thank you. And have yourselves a wonderful rest of your Tuesday or whatever day it is. All right,
Later.
goodbye.